Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We're here with a VRC Presents, a WRXC mini round. And yes, we're putting a couple of fingers in again, just to see if she's ready. So they've taken out the Subaru Isle of Man Time Attack 2016 car. We're running on GT7, and we'll be having 3 races this evening. One at this place, Red Bull Ring, the A1 Ring, for a 15-minute sprint race. We'll be moving on to Colorado Springs in the dirt for a 15-minute sprint race, and then finally ending at Spa-Francorchamps for a 15-minute sprint race, so a 3-lap race. Okay, so the car is a Subaru Isle of Man Time Attack car. Its power is set at 606 brake horsepower. Its weight is 1,140 kilograms. And the PP is an NA. Bop is off. Tuning is off. Times are set for ×2 on tarmac. And fuel set for ×4. But only on tarmac. Race on, boys. And I don't know, there's some Discord chat, but it has naught to do with me. Yes, I mean, ever looking forwards here at the Virtual Racers Club. We're obviously looking into trying to move some of our championships over to GT7. Bandit's got a lovely car there. Is that like some sort of horror that's out on television at the moment? Is it a reference that I should get but I don't get? Is that the Emperor? But he's laughing. Maybe he's electrocuting someone. Stop moving something like I think it's some sort of Batman-y anime thing, but I'm not sure. Oh dear, we've started qualifying. Oh no, we've started race. It's straight in. 2 fingers in. And Skyjack saying, ooh, and Skylash saying, hello, Smiler. Why, hello. Psych for yesterday. Great, it's going to put me in the car. Hey, you can go in car. And there they go, they're off as I leave, oh no, as I leave the race and quickly navigate back in. We'll have to look at the names at the moment. Barry Twins off to a blinding start ahead of Skyjacker, but Baz has gone too deep. But at Red Bull Ring, you can kind of get away with it if you run wide, but you should have a little lift. Let's Skyjack through. Homescalian in the Repsol, nearly taking him out, but gets through. My God, how do people put up with those names on above? I didn't do it anyway. Oh, this is so pants. I hate GT7 so much. So Skyjack, I'm not going to slag it off all race, but it's just that at the beginning. They're going to have to do rolling starts or something. So Skyjacker has torn away in the front there, ahead of Ensign Newitt. They're shuffling around. Barry Twins is now third. Homescalian, who was there in third, is being taken by the Bandit. It's very wet out there. You can see the rain is lashing down. They are on the intermediates, but I'm saying it's going wet. There's Jokus. Get some wets on, man. I know it's only a 15-minute race, but I think wets. I don't see the radar that they see, obviously. Everyone's off. And maybe it is a brave man that could come into the pits and put a set of wet tyres on, because that looks undrivable, although it's going back down again. Skyjack seems to be doing all right with it. Ensign Newitt on a gamepad. Unbelievable that he is maintaining where he is with Bandits heading around. And they've all chosen the intermediate tyre, which to me is bordering on wet out there. The little bar is up in the blues. Skyjacker goes past the pits. He's sticking with his inters, and so is Ensign. I know there's usually a strictly no pitting rule, but there goes Bandit. But in this condition, it's a safety concern, and they must be able to put on wets if they want to. Bandit's taking the risk. No one else is. Will it pay off for the Bandit? Skyjacker then leads the way by 2 seconds from Ensign Newitt. The Bazza 6 seconds behind him in a solid third at the moment. And you've got Homesick Alien chasing down Barry Twins in fourth. Jokers also goes. Jokers went out on the softs. My word, no wonder we saw him at the side of the road. So Jokers not remembering to change them tyres pre-race, or maybe caught out by the race start. It is 8 o'clock though, as advertised. Now this is it. This is what we want to see. Bandit is 14 seconds behind Homesick Alien. How's Ensign doing? Ensign can see Skyjacker. Oh, big wiggle on for Ensign there. He's 2 seconds behind Skyjacker, but Skyjacker seems to be tearing away at the moment, heading back to Homesick Alien. Looks like he's gone a little further away from the Baz. And oh my God, almost a second already for Bandit. There's someone out there on the right tyres. Oh no, Bandit. He's just lost a few seconds. But it went down to like from 13 seconds down to 12 seconds. So I don't think it'll take very long for Bandit. But he's pushing hard. Meanwhile, the rest of them tippy-toeing around the track. And no, they're sticking with these inters. Maybe they've got the radar saying that this rain will dissipate and they will find some grip. But that grip is borderline wet tyre. Skyjacker then leads them around with Ensign Newitt in second. Ensign Newitt getting the fastest lap and heading on his way towards Skyjacker. Now, when they hit 90 miles an hour in these cars, they have the opportunity to dip their rear wing. There they go. And Ensign Newitt is dipping right now. He's having himself a little dip as he chases down Skyjacker, 1.3 seconds. Barry Twins, oh, Homesick Alien off the road. And what does that mean for Bandit? Not much. It hasn't adjusted yet. He's lost more time to Homesick Alien. He's going very wide. It's still wet, Bandit. And it's very wet out there. You see that blue thing going right up. It's still wet. You can't drive like it's dry. You haven't suddenly put some magic tyres on. You've just got a little bit of extra grip to the guys ahead of you. Yellow flag. Someone off the road again. No, it seems all right. It's clear. Who's the yellow flag? Oh, it's Jokers. He's pulled over. He's put softs on again. My word. He hasn't bought intermediate or wet tyres for this car, I believe. And Skyjacker leads him away at 1.3 seconds ahead of Ensign Newitt. Bazza has got himself a lovely 4.5 seconds on the Homesick Alien. That handset is still in my way. Only 5 minutes into the race as Homesick Alien gets a huge tank slapper on, but he saves her, gathers her up, and continues on his way. And he's 3.5 seconds behind Barry Twins. He's caught Barry Twins up well, no, he's lost a bit of time, hasn't he? Sorry. Pat saying too wet, red flag. It's not F1, or it would have been. 7 tenths, no 9 tenths, and the whiz. Oh no, it is. The line's going down a little bit. We are back into intermediate sort of territory. Ensign Newitt again getting the fastest lap, giving Skyjacker a lot to think about. Skyjacker pushing his car, and the problem is when they go up onto those curves, that's where it's wet. If they stay in the middle of the road, it seems okay for intermediates. And Barry Twins going wide again, and that's where it's really wet out there. As you can see, the puddles of water gushing up at the side of his car. Homesick Alien on his way, 2.5 seconds behind the Baz now. Bandit, no, sorry man, might have been a wrong call, because they're doing 45s and you're doing a 150 with those wet tyres. So Bandit thinking like me, but it didn't pay off. It could have done so much. And Jokers is waiting. Have you bought some dirt tyres for that, Jokers? Because it's a dirt race next. Skyjacker then 2 seconds. He's pulled a little bit out on the Bandit. Has he though? It looks close. Well, the numbers don't lie. Baz is only 1.8 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien. And Skyjacker looking set for the first win here. We're only just coming up to 7 minutes. It's a long race yet. Looks like it's stopped raining. It's just the water on the track now. Their windscreen wipers are not going. It's hard to say. Look for someone who drives in cockpit. I'm not sure if any of them do. No, well, no one's windscreen wipers are going. And Skyjacker crossing the line with a 1:42.2. And yes, I am sorry, Bandit, but this is definitely, the track is changing. Like I said, they've got radars in their cars, so they can see better than what I can. I don't get a radar to see where the rain clouds are going. The wind is blowing pretty fast, 2.5 meters a second. Ooh, Bazza's making another mistake out wide in that first corner, giving Homesick Alien a ticket to ride here. He's definitely heading up towards turn 2, and he's through. Homesick Alien, but is he going too fast? He's looking very swift into the corner, but he slows her down, and that is it. He's on the horse now, and he's heading towards Ensign Ewart, but he needs a spin, I think, out there in the lead. Does Homesick Alien to get more out of this, and the Bazza, he's quite swift as well. He can't be counted out, sitting just behind the Alien, and Bandit's race is just got worse. So he's done a 42 though. He's on pace with the intermediate runners, but look at that line now. It really is drying up out there. Jokus is thinking, is it dry enough yet for me? And on his soft tyres, he's going to rip around and get ahead of everyone. Oh, look, it's Ginger. It's very Ginger on those wet, racing soft tyres. And Joker's trying to get it to work for him, but it's just no grip still. Skyjacker, 3.5 seconds. He's done a 38.8, and that is indicative to how the track is drying, and Ensign Ewart cannot stay with him. He cannot find that pace in this. Oh, Ensign Ewart was on wets all along. There you go. So yeah, the track's gone away from Ensign now. I never noticed that. Wow. So I thought they were all on intermediate. So Ensign Ewart could be in trouble from Homesick Alien in the last 6 minutes of this race. Homesick Alien's just done the fastest lap, but he's out there where it is soggy. And he's pulling away from the Baz, and Bandit, I think the track's gone away from him. He's pulled a 39.6 though. But that could be the fuel dissipating. And Joker's back on track again, seeing if he can get those racing softs to work. Anything under that little line, and the racing softs should be okay to get you by. And it is borderline on that line, but he's a couple of laps down anyway, isn't he? So he's not going to make that much. He's just going to go and have a fun lap or two. Skyjacker, 4.5 seconds now ahead. Oh, yeah, no, it's Homesick we're watching catch up Ensign, because Ensign now on those full wet tyres, and the track is borderline inters / racing softs. Jokus hasn't left the track for a while, so it's starting to pull together for him, and he could come out of this with the fastest lap of the race. He's got to keep that car pointing in the right direction, and it's looking like it's giving him all sorts of woes out there at the moment. Skyjacker, 4.8 second lead in the Monster Energy Subaru Isle of Man Time Attack 2016 vehicle. He's done a 37.4 now, knocking off Homesick Alien's lap time, and he's even another 0.4 faster. And yes, Homesick Alien, there could be time for him to still catch up in this race. 12 seconds seems a lot, but when you're on the wrong tyre, it's hard to even get any kind of lap time down. And you see the distance he's losing to Skyjacker. Almost 3 seconds a lap. No, only a second, that's last time. But yeah, Ensign Ewart, he could be in all sorts of trouble soon with Homesick Alien, even though, yeah, the tyres, it's borderline to go to softs or to a racing tyre. The Bazza, he's definitely on inters. Chasing them down with the Bandit in 5th. The Bandit got the fastest lap on those full wets, so it goes to show Ensign Ewart's just not trying hard enough. Joker's then on those racing softs, a 47.8 he got out of it. Another 10 seconds and he might be able to get fastest lap. Skyjacker pitting. Oh, Skyjacker was on full wets as well. I do apologise. I thought they were all on the inters. So weird. I'm sure they were. I'll have to look back. I miss. And Ensign going in as well with 12 minutes to go. And is this because Homesick Alien's on the intermediate tyre and he's gone a 35, somewhat a lot faster than the leaders? Skyjacker still in the pits. It's fuel. It's fuel as well, I think. I don't think Skyjacker had enough. No, he has. Yeah, he has. He's given it a little top up. And the fuel may have to get turned down then. Well, Homesick Alien's doing fine with the fuel, though, I think. It might be enough to get him home with only 2 minutes left, just over. And Bazza up into second. His fuel's flashing. But can it last for 2 laps? Can he wean it out? Skyjacker 5.7 seconds behind. He's gone to the intermediate tyre. He's put in about a quarter of a tank. Bandit didn't put much in. Is that a mistake? Oh no, Bandit with the wet tyres has moved up, sorry, ahead of Ensign Ewer, who's on intermediates now, and he's gone with just over a quarter of a tank of fuel. And Jokus has had a bit of damage around the back. He's still not lighting those racing softs up, but like I said, it's borderline Inters. It is it is Inters track, as Homesick Alien is attesting. And look at that, he was struggling in the heavier rain, but now that rain's drying up. Homesick Alien is shining bright with Skyjacker and Ensign Ewer popping into the pits, and I'm pretty sure that wasn't just for tyres. That was they knew they were on. Ooh, Bazza might have to come in, and he does. He relinquishes second back to Skyjacker. Homesick Alien with 5.7 seconds. This will be the final lap. His fuel's not even flashing. It's unbelievable how much he can look after fuel. Skyjacker then in second, chasing him down on the Inters, 8 seconds. Bazza's in the pits. Bandit's gone in the pits. He needed fuel as well. And Jokers is still spinning around. And I'm pretty sure he didn't buy an extra set of tyres. So Ensign Ewer finding himself back into the podium position. Maybe not second, but finding his way back up there. Now Skyjacker managing to smash in. He wants the fastest lap before the end of the race. I don't think he can catch the Alien. Homesick Alien, he can wind it down a little bit now and not push so hard. He had 8 seconds. It's down to 5 seconds now. This is him nursing his car to the end of the race. Car 77, a previous champion of the WRX Challenge Championship. Back up to 8 seconds, so I'm guessing Skyjacker must have made a mistake. And that doesn't help Ensign though, 7 seconds adrift. Bazza's back out there, didn't put much fuel in. And Bandit went to Inters with a dip of fuel. He stays ahead of Jokus. And here comes Homesick Alien. He may be the only champion actually out there of the WRX Challenge. Skyjacker recently crowned of the Sunday Sprint Madness. And here he comes, Homesick Alien, doing what he knows how to do, taking the win with Skyjacker. Could have been a win, but he got a thirst on. He had a thirsty car and brings it home in second. Ensign Ewer, strong podium in the end. He comes home in third. The Baz nursing her home, but he's got 14 seconds on the Bandit. And Barry Twins and Bandit got a lovely rivalry in the Discord. So Bazza has some bragging rights now. And Bandit, he made the call, didn't he? He made the call, you got to say. It's a brave man. He did what he thought was best. And there he goes across the line for fifth. And Jokus, we believe, didn't buy a set of wets or intermediate tyres for his car. Because he went in the pits and he obviously didn't have the choice of them. So Joker's coming home in sixth. But it's Homesick Alien takes a race 1 and he reigns supreme. There he is. What a slender man. So yeah, Skyjacker confirming fuel setting is way too high. Well, he just says too high. I added the way. And Mama Homesick saying, well done, son. Evening thingy. Well, hello, Mama Homesick. Welcome to the stream. Right. So the room gets a reset to a different track. And I'm sure they're going to give themselves a good 10 or 15 minutes to get around and have a little, get used to the mud, possibly. Who knows? 8:30. Oh, 15 minutes. No, 12 minutes. So let's go trackside. No one's entered yet. They're all trying to brush themselves down after a soggy Red Bull. And the grip levels probably aren't going to be too much different. Look at all those BSs and the CS. I've got to really get myself into the dailies and try and build that stupid DR. Would you believe me if I said it was my dad that destroyed it? Because there was a group 1 at Le Mans, and he was here one night and decided, ooh, I like Group 1 cars at Le Mans. And it's quite obvious he can't drive Group 1 cars at Le Mans, because I went out with my wife while he babysat on a lovely BS rating, and then when I came home I was on a CS rating. But then I destroyed it because I kept quitting out of races because I wanted to race all the wombats. Okay, let's go to the track. Hello! Here at the VRC, we're dipping our fingers into GT7 for a wee little tryout of the Subaru Isle of Man time attack car. It's mainly famous from the WRX Challenge we ran on GT Sports. GT Sport. There's only one. And yes, obviously we're going to be looking into all previous championships to see what's viable. Why haven't I got my backy on me? Right, I'm going to go. I've got to go because I haven't. If I left it in the car, what? I can't go out to the car. It's too far. Okay, I'll be back at some point. I don't know when. Before the next race. Sorry. Right, found it. It wasn't in the car. Bloody thing. We were outside in my little shack. So I'm going to have to quickly roll this. How long have I got? Bloody no. 3 minutes. So, no, sorry, 7 minutes. 7 minutes till race time, guys. This is going to be like inhale it in 2. Who's that? So, in the chat we have, oh God, I haven't done a daily in ages. My DA driver level will be staying that way for a while, probably. And Skyjack is saying it's so dark. It is dark here, isn't it? Couldn't you not change the daylight? I can't see now. I might have to put your names back up. This Joker's got the right tyres for this. He's got himself a set of dirts. He's a dirt rider. Go on, Jokers. Show him what you got, man. That first race must have been like, oh, hang on a minute. Don't they come? I think they should come as standard with all racing cars, to tell you the truth. I was quite disappointed. You buy a racing car and they don't give you a full set of racing tyres. Whoa. I used to buy Auto Sport. I used to see that they used to sell old racing cars. And do you know what? You'd get the shebang when you bought it. You didn't just buy the car. You bought the whole near enough garage. You bought all the sets of racing tyres come with them. And, well, just everything to get you going and racing. You don't just buy a racing car. It's ridiculous. Maybe racing teams. Well, they build the car. You don't build... No, look. I'm going for a fag. This is too much. I'll be back. It's so dark, man. You can't see now. Where are all the lights then? Are they where are all the lights then? Are they energy saving over in America, are they? Doing some power shedding. Right, I've got like 5 minutes. I'll be back. Try. It's such a wind up. The cheek of it. Did you see? Did you see Skyjacker blaming me that he made it lighter? I was just saying you can't see Al. I wasn't moaning. God, if he's taking that as moaning, God, talk to my wife. She'll tell you what moaning is. There's a few more F's and Jeffs in it when I moan. So, hang on. Just Bandit giving us a rundown of his race. They can get these apps now that run alongside. Ooh, we're going in. Going in early. A minute early. Can't wait, can he? Cheeky. So, they're just going. I think I saw him say something about don't worry about reverse grids. Just get gone. So we'll have to come out the room as soon as they're off. And it's a go here, and Homesick Alien off to a blind. He stayed out. What the bejeebers? We can only do mud races from now on because it works with mud races. Homesick Alien then dashes out in the lead. No, he doesn't. He's gone very wide, and Skyjacker now takes the lead of this race with Homesick Alien down into second. Jokus is in third spot at the moment ahead of the Bazza, who was slow off the line. Was it Ensign Hewitt? Maybe a false start there because someone was very slow starting. Bandit climbing all over the boggy marshes. Skyjacker now meets the barrier, and Homesick Alien only just avoids Skyjacker as he gets on his way, but he's gone to meet another. There is no grip, is there? Look at these guys. Skyjacker's got going again. You guys are driving too fast. Slow down. It's the mud. You don't go fast on mud. You go slow on mud. That's the beauty of mud. The slower you go, the faster you go. Did you never watch Cars? Jesus. So Homesick Alien then getting control of this race and taking the lead, and Skyjacker extremely fast on mud, but he doesn't know how to go slow. He's gone way past Homesick. Homesick has pulled over a little bit, or he made a mistake. Heavy braking. Skyjacker doesn't heavy brake, he just goes for it, and he is now in this lead as he was in the race before. And the fuel is off for this race, so we don't have to worry about that fuel tank during this 15-minute sprint around Colorado Springs, with Jokers now in fourth place. Ensign Hewitt up into third. These guys are shuffling. Bazza's in fifth with Bandit 12 seconds off. He's not a fan of this car and the mud, it would seem, although that was pretty sweet going around there. Skyjacker then giving it a flash as he goes around the corner, and he's getting the purples. He's loving it. Oh, not there though. He's all over the shop. And does that give Homesick Alien an opportunity? Wow, I can't look outside. It's just dust and dark. There's now to see. So we'll sit on board with Homesick Alien, or alongside Homesick Alien, because that's a fun place to be, as we make our way around the track for a 15-minute race. And even Homesick Alien, he just can see two red lights, isn't it? It's not really much of a car to see out there, and he's just braking a little late there, but so Skyjacker sideways, but Skyjacker saves that bad boy. Ensign Hewitt is just 4 tenths behind this. Let us get out of the car, because Ensign Hewitt is right there in Homesick Alien's tracks. Homesick Alien going for a move on Skyjacker, but Skyjacker, wily in his driving, keeps it ahead, and Ensign Hewitt is right there chasing down the Alien. Bazza only 2.7 seconds down the road, and Joker's losing a position there, but he's very close behind the Baz, and he's hunting him down. And Joker's knows what he's doing in the mud. We've seen him before in the WRX Challenge, and he's up into fourth, getting the move done on Barry Twins. And Bandit 21 seconds now. He's really not enjoying the mud, with Skyjacker still in the lead of the Alien. But Homesick Alien getting himself some glorious purples on that 3, and they both went wide there, out of camera shot. Homesick Alien's beached into the barriers, and he's going to get... Oh, thank God he was ghosted there, because Jokers was coming around, and he wasn't slowing down. There was no yellow flags either, was there? And the stewarding here at Colorado Springs is like on a par with Suzuka. So Skyjacker leads the way. Boom, bouncing over those curves with no care in the world as he leads the race. But Ensign Hewitt again on the attack with Skyjacker, and Skyjacker must be thinking, hey, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And in the chat, Pat saying someone has turned on the sun all of a sudden. That was when he changed the lobby settings. Pat's also saying, I'd be careful what you're saying now. It can be made dark again. Well, it is. And Pat saying it's probably too dark for the marshals to see out. That is very true. Maybe that's why they're not even bothering with yellow flags and stuff. But Skyjacker tearing it up here in the mud. And absolute glorious in this machine. And it's got beautiful headlights, and Ensign's dropped it big time in the Farmer's Gate. And Joker's now up into second place. And Joker's driving for all of Poland, tearing it up here, bringing it on home. Joker's on fire. And Ensign Hewitt gets going again just ahead of the Alien. Oh my gosh. Honestly. And the Bandit's parked it. Has he parked it, or is he back out? Is he going to put some dry tyres on? Even the pit lane's pitch black. How could oh, he's back out. I don't know, he just drove through the pits for fun. Or are they doing a Joker lap here? I don't think they are. That's a different rally game altogether, I think. Possibly. I didn't read the rules properly, but I don't think they're doing Joker laps. Well, we'll see. We're only 5.5 minutes into this race. And Skyjacker 6.2 seconds ahead of Jokas, who is 1 point home to Galen's got the move done on Ensign Hewitt. So we get on board with Ensign alongside him there. It's probably about the best. Oh, we get a bit of illumination when we go over the line. But it's oh my gosh. That must be scary as hell for these guys. The barely visibility is not. And when you get closer to the car, that's when the mud starts kicking up. On your windscreen, you can see trails of mud coming off of Home Alien. Home Alien on the attack here with Jokus. And he's just ringing the back end around of that Subaru. Chasing down. That's a bit better, isn't it? Chasing down Jokus. As a Skyjacker jets it in the front. He's proper jettisoned both calibers, and he's off. And Home Alien really starting to harass Jokus now. Jokus has a long time to cling on to this race. It's a 15-minute race. Joker's all over the place. He's spun out. He has spun out. Can he get... No, he hasn't. He just went a little sideways, I think, and Homesick Alien. I can't see. I'm guessing. Oh, Lordy. Pat, what do you want to talk about, Mush? Because I can't see what they're doing. I thought he'd spun out, but he obviously went sideways, and then I realised trying to commentate on headlights. I'm not slagging it off. I'm really not. I'm not. It's great. It's fun. It looks brilliant. But I can't see diddly squat. I can't see out. Turn your red lights off. That'd be fun. Everyone turn the red lights off. So Skyjacker absolutely pulverising out there. 24.6. Fastest man on track. No one can hold a candle to this man, although we could do with a candle. Couldn't they just put lights up where the marshal stations are? Do you think that's really... They wouldn't race like that, would they, in real life? Jesus. Oh, and Skyjacker gives the barrier a clout, but he's got 7 seconds on the Alien. And Homesick Alien, he's doing 25, but he's not doing 24.6s. So Homesick Alien trying to catch up Skyjacker. Jokus, though, is strong. He's strong here. Jokus really putting the pressure on the Alien. And we've seen Homesick Alien has a tendency to go wide here and there. And Joker's also making a small slip of a mistake. And again, he's going, well, no, it's all right. He just takes that wide line. He wants to get that Scandinavian flip on all the time. And Homesick Alien leads the way. Not leads, Skyjacker's leading, sorry. He's ahead of Jokus. And Ensign Hewitt in fourth, but he's all on his own. He's 10 seconds behind Jokus, 10 seconds ahead of the Baz. And the Bandit 57 seconds down as Skyjacker comes to put a lap on the Bandit. And the Bandit And he doesn't want to hang around. Well, he's got 8 seconds, and Joker's back ahead. Joker's has got the fastest lap, and he got ahead of the Alien for briefly, because Homesick Alien again back up ahead of Joker's. And this is where the battle, this is where the rage, the race is raging. Skyjacker has got past a Bandit, and he's on his way towards a win. He doesn't want to make any mistakes as we're coming up to the 10-minute mark of this race. And the Homesick Alien ahead, but he's out wide, he's over the bumps, he's got it together. No, he's back on the grass again. And track, grass, I'm not sure. Jokers is ahead of him though. Oh. Maybe it's me. Maybe I should put my glasses on, but I only usually need them for things close up. But maybe I am crap in the dark. I must say, I don't like driving around in the dark, because it's like, I don't see so well in the dark. Maybe I've got night blindness. But Joker's at the moment tearing it up. He's 6 seconds ahead of the Alien, and Ensign Ewart starting to catch up the final podium position. And we're gonna have a change of the order if Homesick Alien doesn't get his foot down and crack on, because Ensign Ewart is gunning the Baz. 7 seconds behind Ensign. He's doing 25s as well. We're all in the range. Ensign Ewart doing a 27 last time, going wild around here. And Homesick Alien, he's managed a 24.7, but Joker's a 24.5. Impressive. But he's 12 seconds, 11 seconds off of Skyjacker. And Skyjacker, with 4 minutes left of racing, looks dead set here to bring it on home for a win. And Pat saying, looks like Joker's did actually spin, just it went round quick. So he was forwarded by the time the camera saw it. Oh, yeah. I thought it looked like he spun. Good eyes, Pat. Good on you. So, great save, Jokers. Then you spun and ended up facing the right way and got going again, because you didn't lose too much time to the Alien. And now you're in a second spot. And Homesick Alien 5 seconds behind, but he seems to be all right from Ensign Ewart. I wonder if they could turn their interior lights on. Can you turn the interior lights on in GT7? We can see their helmets then. See who they are instead of the list. Barry Twins, 7.2 seconds behind Ensign. And the Bandit. His lap times aren't that bad, actually. So, to say he's that far behind, but I think he drove through the pits, and that was his issue. And Skyjacker, he wasn't going to rest until he got that fastest lap, and he's got it now with a 24.4. And Jokus did quite a slack lap last time around, a 29.28. He's slipping, and Homesick Alien, oh, he did a 28 as well. So Homesick Alien pushing his go slow to go fast. It's the mud. You can't drive fast in it. You just got to survive. And Skyjacker, though, he's finding a way to show his dominance here at Colorado Springs. Bandit saying good evening. That's clever, you're driving. And Pat saying no light controls apart from high beam or low beam. Oh. They should have taken the old Ford GT on the endurance racing. I saw, is it the more modern Ford GT's got some stunning lights all over it. It looks great. Looks brilliant in the dark. Skyjacker then slipping one to the barrier, but he's 17 seconds ahead of Jokus. That is remarkable. You've really got to say that is some dominance there. Jokus 8 seconds ahead of the Alien now. And Homesick Alien has got Ensign Ewart for the end of the race. Ensign Ewart seeing the back of that Repsol car. Champion of season 1 and season 3. I don't know. I'm not sure. I would have fact checked it, honestly, if it was a proper league race. But it's a test, so... He might not have won 2. It might have just been the first season that Homesick Alien won. Oh, and Ensign Ewart fighting with that Subaru to try and catch up Homesick Alien. But we know Homesick Alien When he's in his rhythm, he's fast. He's fast as F. So, oh no, that's not the button. Come on. That is the button, sorry. Ensign Hewitt then trying to bring it to the aliens' back door. Jokers, 21 seconds adrift of Skyjacker now. Skyjacker smashing 24 after 24. He really is the man. And Jokers crosses the line, so he gets one race. Homesick Alien also gets to, it's 15 seconds, you would hope. Most of them would get across the line. There goes Ensign Hewitt as well. Crossing the line, chasing down Homesick Alien. And the Baz getting on his final lap as well. Bandit, he's close to the line, but the time has gone, but it hasn't said final lap yet. But Bandit goes to the line. He gets the checkered flag. There you go, now they're on final lap. So Skyjacker, 22 seconds ahead of Jokers. He's got this wrapped up, I tell thee. Jokers looking good for a second spot. And that was a drive. That was a drive. Maybe that drive in on the racing softs in the wet at Red Bull Ring got him properly prepped for the slippy conditions here at Colorado Springs. But Jokers has put on a great performance as Skyjacker crosses the line to take the win. Super stuff. Jokers follows him up 22 seconds down the road to take second spot. He's not there yet. I don't want to miss it because I don't know where the line is. Oh yeah, I think I see it now on the map. So here he goes. And it's very close between Homesick Alien and Ensign Hewitt. There he goes, second place for Jokers, and it's a podium for Homesick Alien. Take a boom, my son, and Ensign Hewitt gets fourth. Very close behind. Oh, Ensign Hewitt got the fastest lap off of Skyjacker. That's going to annoy Skyjacker a little bit, I tell thee. And Bazza crosses over for fifth. And it's Skyjacker, though, nearly dominant. Didn't get the fastest lap, unfortunately. But other than that, it was a very dominant appearance from Skyjacker. Beautiful drive, great win. Oh, I could moan about that screen all the time. It's just, I'm wondering how long it is until we start getting messages on people's butts of their overalls. I just can see Spank Me across Skyjacker's rear derriere on his overalls turning up. And what was the name of that Limp Bizkit album? Something about chocolate starfish. I see a lot of chocolate starfishes appearing or something. Great win for Skyjacker. Sorry, I was getting sidetracked. Well, he had to change the lobby anyway, so there was no rush, was there? All right then, race 2. 1 to Homesick, 1 to Skyjacker. Is someone gonna who's looked strong? Jokers? Where are we anyway? Spa Francorchamps. No one's entered. Just canoodling around Discord. It's a very fascinating place to have a look. 55. How long's that for me? That's all. That's all I need. That is all I need. Oh fuck. I've entered. How do I get out? Why does it let me enter? I shouldn't have been able to enter, surely. I wonder if my Porsche is faster than theirs. Skyjack's going to get so mad. I'm going to do like one corner, how bad it is. Right, here we go. A lap around Francorchamps. Coming down this small straight. We head to Eau Rouge and Franco, and I know, I'm sorry. I'm not going fast though, I'm not going to mess your lap times up. So that's Eau Rouge and the other bit, Radion. Then it's a long straight down here, very long straight. And then cars are going to be tearing it up, their DRS wide open, and they'll be arriving here at this corner, I want to say Les Cornes. And it's a heavy braking down to third gear. They want to hit this one and they want to hit that one, as much curve as they can to bring it around here, and then Heavy on the brakes. Now, these cars, they've got loose back ends. Say up. That was my fault. They've got loose back ends, so they're going to struggle through that bit because the car's going to want to go the other way. Then downhill, this scary corner, always turning, going downhill, downhill, downhill. The back end of the car, one step out, they're going to floor it, coming down here. Then it's to the left, heavy on the brakes, just touching that curb, letting it drift out to the wide bit of that track. And then again, full acceleration down to this corner. And it's heavy on the brakes, again downhill, touching this curb, going over towards this curb, keeping one wheel on, and then just hugging around here as they head up the final straight. Oh no, it's not the final straight, but I'm going to get out of the way because they're on track now and it's not fair. Sorry guys. If I was more prepared, I could have done that at a bit of a track guide, but they're on their way now. Right, I'll go to the right place this time. I've run out of time, and no, he said 55, didn't he? So I've still got 5 minutes. That's why I can get that bloody Porsche off the road. Right, in the chat. Oh, there's loads of chat, and I want a ciggy. I'll read that. Oh, I ain't got my glasses, that's the why. Bandit saying, rally ain't my thing, but the car feels way better on GT7. That's a plus for the car. Pat saying Mustang good at night as well. No, it wasn't the Mustang, it was the GT, the GT40 or whatever. Really bright headlights all over the front of that one. Skyjack saying, wow, mud is usually a disaster for me. Yeah, well done, Skyjacker. Pat saying Homesick was Season 1 champion of the WRX Catula Season 2 and 3. Racer Brown Season 4. There you go, Bandit. Hope the GT7 gets the lobbies better. I really like the weather changes on Red Bull. Pat saying, go on, go for a lap. Pat saying, Lecoons, the chicane at the end of Kemmel Straight. You are correct. And Pat saying, you still need to Red X, otherwise it'll put you in the race. Oh, good, thank you. Cheers, bud. That would have been disastrous. You would have heard some whining then. Oh, boy. I would have gone into mega mode. Then you may have heard some expletives. Right, I'm going to try and quickly, I'm running, it's 4 minutes I've got. I promise you I'll be back. Greetios then, I'm back. You see, I know it seems excessive that I'm going out for a Swift fag. It's literally the same fag that I have like 3 drags from and come back, and it wouldn't be so bad, but I literally walked into the door and turned the PS5 on, and oh yeah, boast, turned the PlayStation on and got into the lobby. I literally came home and I've started streaming straight away. So, ooh, I didn't see ready for the other 2. I didn't get to play this game. Nice one, Jokers. You're on my team. Bazza. Ensign. We are going for gold! Come on, who's left? Homesick. You're my bro. Yes! Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Stick that in your crow. Sky. I won, okay? Final word on the thing. I came up with a really reasonable explanation why I was better than Y during the week, because I don't think about it while I'm at work. But I did come up with a really good reason why it should be R. And I can't remember it now, because it was at work and my brain wipes as soon as I walk out the door. I think I've read everything that's on there. What? Pat saying, have you definitely exited because you're still on the timing tower? Jesus. I don't know. I did exit, I'm sure. Oh, Skyjacker, you're a dip. No. See, yeah, I'm not there. I'm not in. I can spectate. Here they go. I wonder if that going out, though, has helped me out. Right, driver names off. Got that done. Whee! We're on to a win. Don't put me in car. 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 Go! It's fixed! My gosh! Holmes Skyjacker takes the lead of the race from Ensign Hewitt, and then Bandit is in third spot. Why is it suddenly working? Why has it not worked ever on anything except for these final two races? What have you done, Skyjacker? You fixed it. You little blighter. Skyjacker then tearing away through Rouge and Radion along Camel Straight, because it's Blanchemont the other straight. So Camel Straight towards Lecum, and he's leading well from Ensign Hewitt. These two are getting fastly race buddies, aren't they? Bandit in third. Bandit, a great start for Bandit ahead of the Alien. Oh, Joker's big squeal from the Jokers as he goes left of the track, and that puts Bandit up. No, Bandit was ahead of Bazza. Bazza's had a massive bash. What is going on? I thought Bandit was up there at the minute just now. So Ensign Hewitt chasing down Skyjacker and catching. Oof. Someone slap a VRC overall on that man. Homesick Alien chasing him down, looking intently at the back of the battle that's brewing ahead of him. Bazza is keeping Bandit at bay. This is the battle we've wanted to see. This is what you've come to see, ladies and gents. The Belge versus the Dutch. And it's a tantalising battle as Bandit closes up to his nemesis and breaking into the corner. What will come of this race? As Bandit is not... He made a choice in the first race. Lost a bit too much time, though, unfortunately, through the pit stop. But... then he was not a rally guy, as he explains, but now on familiar territory, and he'd love it. Oh no, Luton! Oh, he caught that lovely. Well done, Bandit. Lost a bit of ground. He'd love to stick one to the Baz on Baz's home ground. Barry playing for the home team here, driving for all the Belgians. And a homesick Alien trying to close the gap to Ensign. Ensign losing a bit of ground to Skyjacker. And Skyjacker then comfortably into lap 2 in the lead of this race as Ensign Hewitt sets himself into pursuit mode to try and gain the back end. Oh, missed that corner a bit though, Ensign. Homesick Alien. You can count on the Alien. I'm guessing the fuel's been changed, because it would be crazy to go out with the same fuel setting. So I'm assuming he's probably halved it. He's probably gone down to 2 times 2 fuel, maybe times 3. So Jokers, he's not out of this yet. He can still see a Bandit, and Bandit has closed back up to the Belgium, and Barza has made a mistake. He's made a mistake, and that's put Bandit ahead, and Barry will not stand for that on home ground, being beat by the Bandit. It's just not on. And Joker's there. He's ready to take a shower in their tears. So when it all goes wrong, Skyjacker meanwhile 2.2 seconds ahead of Ensign Hewitt. Ensign Hewitt can't live with the pace of Skyjacker. And Homesick Alien closing in. He's set his phasers to stun, because he's going to stun us with a move on Ensign Hewitt. Boom, look at that. That was cracking, that. Right off the top of my head. I did that. That wasn't even written down. So Homesick Alien, though, he's dropped a bit. He's 1.4 seconds behind Ensign. Seesawing a little bit out there for these guys, but you can see that tyre wear. Ooh, and Ensign, he says he has an issue with tyre wear. Homesick Alien seeing Ensign going wide and says, yeah, that's a line I think I'll take as well. And Skyjacker, oh no, I thought Skyjacker looked closer. It must have been the braking effect, that accordion effect in the corners. Because Skyjacker nearly 3 seconds as he goes through the saw, ahead of Ensign, who's now only got Homesick Alien a second behind with DRS. Homesick Alien is really frantically trying to get by. Does he have the pace to catch up Skyjacker? He did a 2:21 that last time around. Skyjacker at 2:20.3, almost a second slower, the rest of the field, than Skyjacker. Bandit still ahead of the Baz, and Baz struggling here on home turf. Oh, Joker's lost a big one there. He's bit a big chunk of something, because he's 17 seconds behind the Baz now after the glory in the mud. Jokus hits the ground. And Skyjacker, I'm coming out with golden ones today. Skyjacker, pulling my own chain. Skyjacker's up to 5 seconds ahead of Homesick. Homesick Alien's got past Ensign. Wow! I was only away for a second. Can't you guys wait? So Homesick Alien is now ahead. Is that the right way? Yeah, because, oh yeah, Ensign was ahead of Homesick, but he slipped behind. Tyres are looking relatively well. Homesick's probably used his tyres a little more than Ensign Hewitt has. Ensign says on the controller it kills your tyres, but that might be a GT Sport thing. Maybe it's not a bigger issue, because the controller does feel so much better than the G29 wheel. I just can't get used to driving with a controller, that's all. But yeah, the feedback, the feeling, so much better. We might, I don't know if that's for PS4 and PS5. I'm talking from a PS5 point of view. Everything's a mixed up world now. We don't know who's on PS4s, we don't know who's on PS5s, don't know who's on controllers, don't know who's on wheels. It's just unsettling not to know. We'll have to do a survey in the Discord. I was telling you about Discord, I didn't get to the end of it. Oh, Pat's had a little chinwag as well, so we'll get to Pat's stream, Pat's chat stream, and in a second. But oh yeah, get to Discord, www.virtualracersclub.co.uk for all the latest tables of our leagues. I don't think we've got any leagues running at the moment. Skyjacker gets fastest lap as he crossed the line, 2:20.0. Homesick Alien 2:20.4, but not looking like he's catching up Skyjacker at the moment. Ensign Hewitt slipping back a little bit from Homesick Alien. Bandit still ahead of Baz, but the Baz closing in on his Dutch friend. And yeah, you go to that website, you can get into our Discord, and then you can come and talk to us, because we like talking. So let's have a look what Pat said. Pat saying can't get a penalty for track limits if everyone does it. Yeah, fair enough. And Pat saying the feeling of the car is there, at least in the controller. PS4 here. Oh, there you go. So yeah, you get good feeling through the controller. I just feels alien driving with a controller for me, because I'm so used to driving with a wheel. It's just unfortunately that wheel, when you turn it right or left, it just feels like you're driving through a fart. Oh, I don't know why I pressed that button. Go on, Bazza, you can do it, mate. What are you doing? Get off curbs, chase him down. He's embarrassing you on home turf here. How are you going to look your children in the eyes when the Dutchman came to town and wiped the floor with you? Come on, motivate yourself. Sorry, Baz, just playing, man. Joker's then 14.9 seconds behind the Baz with Skyjacker. It's because they're all in group chat now, I think. Bandit, Baz, and Skyjacker. Ensign might be in there. And they all make each other giggle and then fall, you know. They're not concentrating fully on the race. Although to me, looks like Skyjacker's doing a lot of concentrating out there at the moment because he's absolutely destroying it for the second race in a row. And Skyjacker, you must say, early bookie favourite if there is a WRX challenge comes to town on a certain console or a certain platform. Jesus. It's like getting all your pronouns right nowadays. It's like getting your consoles and your platforms and your bloody... Can we not just have one for everyone? So Ensign Hewitt's gone into the pits. Not happy with his tyres. We're nearly 10 minutes into the race. Bandit carries on and gets himself up into a third spot. That's even more salt into the wound of poor old Bazza. Not only being beaten by his nemesis, but his nemesis getting a podium, getting big cojones for that, getting a big payout. He can go and buy a new car on Bazza. In-game car, I mean. Skyjacker then 6.5 seconds. And Pat saying, go Bandit. Do you not feel a bit sorry for Bazza? He's not going to be able to go home after this. He's going to have to go and sit in the back of the pits. Do a lot of contemplating. Ensign Hewitt, meanwhile, 5.8 seconds on a brand new set of racing softs, but he's knocked his front wing. I mean, his front dampener splitter. So he's carrying a bit of damage, so he can't go full intense driving on Bazza yet. And Bazza's 7 seconds with only 4 more minutes of racing to go. You may say he could be quite safe. And Joker's too far behind to gain from Ensign Hewitt's pit stop. And there goes Skyjacker DRS, full on. Tyres are looking... Well, the tyres are different on GT7. The tyres, they're there. Look, he's just done a 2:19.7, his fastest lap of the race, on a set of quite old tyres. It's not until they get to fully red, and then they fall off a cliff. And it's really... seen it tricky to judge for these fellas out there. That's why I'm surprised with Ensign making that early pit stop. He must have felt something, but his tyres were only half done. Sometimes it's psychological. Maybe he thinks GT Sport, sees his tyres half cooked and comes into the pits. But really, these tyres, they can keep going until there's nothing left on them. And then when there's nothing left on them, they are useless. They do fall off the edge rapidly. That wasn't 2:23, sorry. Relatively slowish lap from Skyjacker there, but he has got a 7-second lead. There's no need to go pushing the car beyond what it can do. And it's looking cloudy. Homesick Alien is very close to needing new tyres, I've got to say. Only a lap or two away. It's a 2:20 lap, so there's still 2 more laps to go in this race, I believe, unless Homesick slows down. He's got that 18 seconds to Bandit, so if Homesick Alien didn't wish to do another lap, he could possibly slow that down enough and still finish in second place. Bandit then, it's motivation for him to push on, try and catch up the Alien. And Bandit, you're on better tyres than Homesick Alien right now. Like I said, it doesn't really mean much until the tyre is totally warm, but Homesick Alien is definitely on his way there. The Bazza 5.5 seconds behind Bandit, and it's a tough cookie to swallow at home, that one. But Ensign Hewitt not gaining too much. Well, yeah, possibly. It's only 4 seconds behind the Baz, but I think these guys further back are on their final lap, whereas Skyjacker and Homesick possibly could get just over the line to start another lap. But would Homesick Alien want to do another lap? He's not going to catch Skyjacker up. He's in it to see if Skyjacker has a spin, but I wouldn't be surprised if Homesick has a massive lift come the end of this lap to run the clock out. I don't know though. They're pretty close to the line, and we've still got 2 minutes to go. to go. So, yeah, I don't think maybe Homesick can't slow down enough. And Bandit may just get under the line for a third lap. But at the moment, Skyjacker leaving no doubts whatsoever. Yeah, no, Homesick can't slow down, can he? It's like still a minute to go. I think half the field's going to get across the line, aren't they? I don't know what I was talking. Mushita. So there we go. Skyjacker going into his final lap with Homesick Alien. After all that nonsense about slowing down, he's got nowhere near enough time. He's got to keep going, even with that tyre fit to burst. So Homesick Alien crosses the line, and yeah, I think most of the field will actually. They're all going to get another lap. Sorry, I apologise. I don't know. Ooh, Bandit making a slight mistake there, giving Barry a glimmer of hope going into the final lap, and that is it. Bandit's used all his lifelines. He cannot make another mistake because the Baz is there, and he's hungry. He's hungry for it. He's got better tyres as well than Bandit. Ensign Ewart 3 seconds behind the Baz, and guess what? They all got another lap. Possibly. Hang on. Let's not talk too quick. He's gone very wide as Joker's there. Yeah, no, Joker's gets to finish. Does he? Yes, he got the checkered flag. Sorry. Skyjacker making his way with 10 seconds on the Alien. Homesick Alien maybe lifting a little bit. He's got 20 seconds behind him. His front wheel is looking rather nasty. His front left wheel, look, he's losing grip. And this is what I'm saying. As soon as you get that nearly full red coverage, the car could just drop off the edge of any kind of grip. At the moment, Skyjacker still reeling off the good lap times. He's not suffering from any lack of grip. It's looking quite misty out there. I'm guessing the track's probably gone a bit cooler. They don't get a temperature gauge for the track, but I think it does make a difference because there is apps you can get. Ooh, yellow. Oh, Skyjacker, what has he done? Has he lost the tyres? Homesick Alien comes across the Skyjacker, and Skyjacker, unbelievable stuff. His engine's buggered. His tyres, I mean, his front, oh, and that's it. Homesick Alien easily passed because so much is broken on Skyjacker's car along a rather fast part of track. And Homesick Alien says, thank you very much indeed. And and it was 1-1, wasn't it? So this now goes 2-1 to Homesick Alien, and he wins the evening. Skyjacker then set in chase, still got a lot of damage on that car. It takes a while. Or has he had another spin? Well, anyway, Homesick Alien for his second time tonight takes the win, and he's the winner of the evening as Skyjacker comes home in second. Bandit on for a podium, and Baz has dropped behind Ensign. Everyone's beaten him on home turf. So Bandit then making his way around for a glorious third, tasting Baz's tears. Beautiful stuff. Take a boo, my son. And Ensign Ewart in fourth. And Barry, what happened, man? His tyre looks... No, his tyre... Yeah, his tyre. Let's say he had a spin. And now we get to see a Homesick Alien waving it around, jig it, giving us a booty. Go on. Twerk for us, man. He's not going to twerk. And back into the lobby, which gives us absolutely nothing. I can't look at results for you guys. It wouldn't be good to go to a result page. I used to go up here somewhere for a result page. It'll come. It'll come. Be patient. It'll happen, honestly. So that was 3 races done in the Isle of Man, and it was good. It was good. Strong lobby. Don't know what happened with race 2 and race 3 and why I suddenly can see things. It must be maybe just race 1 puts you in. But I think when we did Jap Fest, we did a load of different races. But he changed, yeah. I don't know. Investigations need to be done. He's going to close this bloody room. I've got to go. Got to go because it's probably Broadchurch or some sort of costume drama on this evening. And he wants to close the lobby down. And I feel rushed. Hi guys, everyone in the race, well done, that was awesome, thank you. Irish broadcaster and your commentator, Harry Bolzak, thank you for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club. There's nothing to advertise. Seriously, Tuesday, next Tuesday, live with the Wes. I can't remember which Wes. Which season? Give me one tick. Sorry, Skyjacker, I know you want to get off and get your Broadchurch on. Get into the Crown or something. No, I can't. Sign-ups are a bit higher. No, they're not sign-ups. Yes, there's a sign-up. Season 4 of the GT3 World Endurance series. They change it all the time. I can't keep up with all the different. It's sometimes challenge, sometimes it's championship, sometimes it's series, sometimes it's season. It's all, I'm telling you. Sunday nights were called 2 different things. It was SFR Cup and Sunday Sprint Madness. They do this on purpose. It's to baffle me and to send me up the wall. Hang on, Sky, I know you want to get off and watch your TV, watch your programs, watch your stories. I know you want to get off in there, watch the stories, but there's a little bit of chat. So Pat saying, Bono, my tyres are gone. That must have been when Skyjacker went off. Iron Bobber saying, how's the lads? We're good, man. We're good. We'd like to see you back in the fold and racing it out there, but all good. Pat saying, someone came out of their box, I think. Took 3 races, though. Skyjacker saying, bloody tyres. Bandit saying, geez, podium. Woohoo! The one fly moment. Haha. And Mama Homesick saying, yay, well done, Homesick. Bad luck, Skyjacker. Really good racing tonight, and thingy. And thingy. Cheers. Pat saying, maybe because you were not spectating when the countdown started. Maybe, possibly. Mama Homesick saying, thingy, thank you. There you go. Bandit saying, my chat doesn't work. Haha, can't see nothing. Ugh. Bandit saying, tomorrow, Civic Cup. No, I can't cover it. I've got to go and see my youngest be a baddie in The Little Mermaid. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited for him. And Ensign Hewitt saying, yo. Right then, so I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Harry Bolsack. Thank you for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club. And yes, Tuesday is the mainstream, and there'll probably be some replays of a Honda Civic race that they're going to have on Friday night. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And I will catch you the next time I'm on. Who knows when? We'll do a surprise one. All right, then. You beautiful people. Peace and love. Peace and love. Would you like some toast?